Hello there, my name is Methembe and welcome to the Son of Comma podcast. Today is a special edition. I have Presly in the studio today, and we're going to be talking about depression. And the reason why I have this guy here today, because like he's quite an articulate person. Like he knows how to use his words properly, to represent things and stuff. And so, how are you doing, Presly, today?
I'm doing fine. Always life.
Yeah. It's okay, but I always feel a bit concerned about myself when I'm approaching like this winter period, because I don't usually handle it quite well.
Why so?
Yeah, because it's the depression months. I don't know. It gets like last year. It really got the better of me, like during this time of the year, and I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, but we just have to accept it as it is.
But do we? Maybe we don't. Maybe we shouldn't accept it, because it's quite. It takes a lot. It kills people, like in the worst way possible, because it keeps you alive, but you be dead.
How so?
Like have you ever met those people, and I would say like you see them, man, and they're walking in the streets, and they're just going through life for the sake of that. They're just going through life.
Yeah. Maybe that's our difference.
Yeah, you become that guy, and and I'm afraid. That's like one thing that I'm afraid of. So, the first question that I have for you, Presly, and is, how do you think is the best way to help someone with depression?
Okay. Basically, it is one of the most asked questions right now in the world. But what we really need to know is, what is the root of this depression? Where is this all coming from? And if we can find the source of it, probably it is easier for us to come up with a solution. But basically, people are being depressed of things they think they are good for them. Like at first it seemed as a source of escape or a way to run away from things. And in the end, it ends up being something that would depress them.
Huh. Yeah. Continue.
So, what are we running to? Is it a permanent thing that will not end up depressing us? That is one of the questions that we need to ask ourselves whenever we try to run away from stuff. Some other people are trying to run away from family issues, and they are now running to drugs. In the end, they are going to be depressed with that thing they are now involved in. So it all depends to where are you running to? What are you resolving as a way out?
Yeah, because I've noticed like with a lot of people like who use drugs and alcohol as a coping mechanism. But what's dangerous about that one is, I think I've said this on the podcast before, which is the medicine is now also causing the illness. Mm-hmm. So it's now an unbreakable chain.
Yeah, that's very true. Even sometimes you might find other people not necessarily running to drugs, but they might try to run away maybe to their talents, which is one of the good things. But everything which is good can be bad.
Yeah,
it depends with the use. It's a talent, it's a good thing, but if it is used in a wrong way, it becomes something which is dangerous, which can end up depressing you at the end of the day.
I was like the boxer, like I watched that movie Rocky, and there's this guy, he's a boxer, Apollo Creed, and which like what you're saying, that his talent eventually kills him, because he's like, I don't know anything except for fighting. So he even gets in, like he dies in a fight because he couldn't handle the fight. He knew he couldn't, and that ended up killing him. So I think you're right about that.
Yeah, so that is one of the worrying issues in life. But we should specifically know how to use or to handle the things that we have at our disposal.
Yes, because which is the one thing that consistently amazes me, Uti, how is alcohol legal? Like it's the one drug that has survived this long and has killed way more people than marijuana, and still it's legal. I'm like, what, really?
Necessarily, too much of everything is dangerous.
Yeah, too much of it.
So having a little bit of alcohol might not be dangerous. So it is allowed. But if you have too much of it, it becomes bad, not because you drink too much, but because of the way that you act after drinking too much.
Oh, whoa, yeah, but yeah, I've never really thought of it that. Which is what you do after you do it. So like, which means like maybe weed should be legal, cause, we're not getting. I'm not getting on the wrong thing. I can feel this one. So do you think that social media contributes to mental health issues in the world?
I'd like to say 99%. It does.
Wow. Why would you say that?
People are being depressed due to social media. Why? At first we said the place that you run away to, and you find family members running away to social medias. Even some of our friends running away to social medias. Sometimes ourselves. We post a very bright life on social media.
Yeah, with the smiles.
We spend a lot of time checking on the likes every second. Who liked my photo? Who did this to me? So it's like you are living a lie.
How many followers?
How many followers do I have? How many likes do I reach now? All those things. And is that your real life that you are posting? Is that the real you that you are showing the whole world?
For myself, I can say, I've caught myself a lot of times falling into that trap. I'm with 5 minutes, I'm checking my phone. 2 minutes, I'm checking my phone. 3 minutes, let me check. I posted that this thing in an hour because no one has seen this and liked it. I thought this was funny. But like, and that really eats you up very fast.
Yeah, that's very true. Because you end up finding yourself, the one that is filtered and the one that you send on social media, so different from the one that you see on the mirror each and every day. And because of that, you cannot naturally change it. You cannot filter yourself when you are going to class, but you just have to go the way you are, which is very difficult for you to accept now, because no one is going to say, I like the way you look today, but they will say, I like the way you look on social media, because that is not you. That is a fake image of you, a filtered version of you, which is not you. So it contributes a lot, and you find out maybe on a later stage whereby people are getting into maybe a series of marriages.
One after the other.
Yeah, one after the other, and the issue of social media becomes one of the most dangerous issue, or the devastating issues in marriages, which can totally destroy it.
That's true. Because I think a lot of people in relationships still have not figured out how to handle that thing, the social. Because maybe you'll be in a relationship with someone, and then something happens between the two of you, and then you just post a status, and you don't talk about it to them and wait for them to see the status. I think that's gonna be the new way of breaking up with people.
Yeah,
you just want to understand.
That is very true. It is very surprising that it is easy for a person to post something on status before they actually tell the right person about it.
Yeah,
which is something, and
it's weird.
I don't even understand why someone could do that.
I've tried. I still find myself almost going there these days. Some days, which I'll be like, I want to say something to that person, so I'm gonna post it on the status. They are gonna know that I'm talking about them.
But it is not a good way to handle things.
Yeah, maybe it's because of that communication and communication in the world has generally shifted. That like we've forgotten how important this is, like sitting face to face with someone is, and which were continually losing it slowly, because like WhatsApp and was like, okay, you don't have to be with the person to communicate with them, and you can send them a message. But then now it has pushed it so far as you don't even have to send the person a message to communicate with them.
Yeah, you see, so that is a very big problem now.
Yeah, they're consistently pushing the lines.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that thing that you say to the person that you see in the mirror and the person that you know that you really are, I think like the more those people become different, and the person that you say you are and the person that you really are, I think that's where it starts to get a little bit more dangerous, and you become more resentful and hateful.
Oh yeah,
as that gap increases.
So basically, we reach to a season where we should ask ourselves, who likes us for what we are, not for who we have become
and who they think we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I should ask myself that a lot. Yeah, because I don't have a lot of followers, but I'm gonna pretend like I do. 100 is a lot, but most of it is people that I know, so it's not a lot.
Yeah, but that's fine. That is totally fine.
So, can I ask you something?
Okay.
Have you ever had an experience with depression or anxiety or any of those mental issues and stuff?
Basically, because we are humans, you can be depressed at times because you try to figure out things on your own. And you know, as a believer, I would say that is a wrong way we handle things. And the Bible clearly states that when you do things on your own, the result is depression. The result is struggle, and there's nothing that you can have out of it.
Yeah, because it's like when you talk to someone, and like I think it really helps you to it makes the problem a little smaller than that you actually think it is. You start, like, because sometimes I'll be freaking out and having sort of a panic attack, and I tell my friend, this is what I think is gonna happen, and this is what I'm scared. Then they're like, really? Can you say it again? And then as I say it out loud, and I realize, wow, maybe I'm being silly. Maybe I'm just being silly, and the world is not gonna end. And would see there's this. It makes it easier when you talk to someone else.
Yeah, definitely. A wise man need counsel.
Yeah. And there's this meme that I saw that says a wise man once said nothing at all. That is the lie. Don't do it. Say something. Say something, because a wise man should say something. When you see something, say something. So let me see how much time we have. Yeah, this has been a long enough podcast. Yeah, this was pretty cool. Do you have any social media that you want to shout out, or any cool stuff that you have coming up, or anything like that maybe one of these listeners would like to partake of? Life Transformation 2. Yeah, Life Transformation 2 is coming up. Make sure that you come over, and we're gonna have a nice time. It's gonna be dope. We're keeping it lit, keeping it coming. Speaker is Joy, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Speaker is gonna be Joy. I'm gonna leave. There's no link to leave in the description. So thank you for showing up. This was pretty fun. This has been the Son of Kama podcast. My podcast converses to the preachers in the church and the heathens in the streets, those that will leave you in the corners. And even if you're fresh at the mall or dirty at the corner, I speak to them all. I am the Son of Kama.